Hi. So I've got this Galaxy 959B that I'm trying to install in my truck, and I'm finding it difficult. The antenna doesn't seem to be tuning right, and I thought I would post this video to see if I can get comments from others about how to improve on this. I'm currently, in my neighborhood, so I know I need to be out in an open area to tune the antenna, and I've done so. I'm just here to demonstrate what I'm trying and to see if others have comments. So let me show you my setup. This is a Hustler 102-inch whip antenna. I've got the whip antenna set up so that it's got a spring. It's screwed in here, and it's got a spring, and then the spring has a insulator. It's mounted to my top bracket, and I don't know if this is very insulated or very conductive, so I ran a conductor from the frame down to the door, and then I drilled a hole here, and I put I soldered the grounding wire to the frame. When I take and put my multimeter on, looking at the resistance between the antenna and the connector, I have infinite resistance. And then when I go below the conductor or below the insulator, I get a 0. So I know that the antenna itself is insulated up until the point it goes to the antenna cable. So the interior is insulated from the exterior, and I know that this is, I think, well grounded. I have a set of washers that I intend to put here in order to extend the length if needed. So my antenna wire is coax is connected to the bottom, comes down here, and here's one place where I may have made a mistake. My antenna wire, I kind of ran it through here, and I ran it along the door, thinking that I could take and just bring it in here. And what I noticed is that the door frame is tight enough that I've got a crimp in the coax. And I know that can be a problem, and I don't know if it's the origin of my problem, but I do know that might be an issue, and I'm planning to order a new coax cable and see if there's somewhere that I can drill through the frame to put it in. Okay, so the antenna wire comes in, I've got my ground, and then here's my radio. So let me get in and show you how I am trying to tune the radio. So start the car, and I don't have the key. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my key. Start the vehicle, and I was trying to set the
Hello, just a moment while I connect.
Trying to set my check the SWR while the car was out in the middle of nowhere. I had the car on, the doors shut. So now here's my 12 volt power adapter, and I've taken my radio and have soldered onto it a 12 volt adapter. So I'll plug that in now. Okay, so the radio should have power now. Let's get in the back and okay. So I'm in the, oh, I've shut the trunk too. And unfortunately I just locked myself in. Well, you know what? I'll shut the trunk. Trunk shut, and I'm in the car. Great. Okay, so I've got the radio, the antenna is plugged into this Workman SWR meter in the ant. Then there's a short leg which comes from the trans to the back of the radio. Okay. I turn the power onto the radio. Put the power on, and I got it set to channel 20. Just kind of a nice round number there. And I set following the instructions from the Workman company, I set turn that volume down. I set the FWR to forward, turn the calibration knob fully counterclockwise. I turn on the transmitter while setting the rotation calibration knob. So I key the transmitter, and now I turn the knob until it is showing set on the SWR, so I've got it set. Now, while still transmitting, slide to ref, and see my SWR is way up there, above 3. So, and the same thing is true on all the channels, right? So if I go down to, say, channel 1, if I go to F forward, turn the set knob, switch it to ref, and again, way up there, well above 3. Now here's the settings I have on the radio. Maybe there's something with the radio settings that are wrong, I don't know. Let's say I'm brand new to CB, and I have no idea why this is not working correctly. So let's turn it off. So any advice you can give me, that would be great. I'm really not entirely certain what to do next. I have not adjusted the antenna length at all, but regardless of whether I set it at channel 1 or 20 or 40, it's still showing an SWR which is just way off the charts. And you know, maybe I need to lengthen it and try it again. I don't know, but nonetheless, I thought I would get comments and go from there. Thank you. So I want to follow up here. I unplugged the SWR meter and plugged the antenna straight into the back of the radio, and then I switched the that's loud. I switched the SWR switch over here to SWR, meaning that when I key, it should show me the SWR. Put it on channel 40, and it reads about 1.4. When I put it on channel 1, I get again about 1.4. So I'm not entirely certain if the radio is a problem or the SWR meter is a problem. Is there a way to test if the SWR meter itself is working? Because the radio's SWR meter seems to say I'm not having a problem. And let me switch it over here just briefly to power off. And I'm on channel 1, AM transmit, CB. Radio check. Radio check. Well, it's not surprising that there aren't people necessarily on the CB. But when I keyed, radio check, radio check. So when I keyed, there was the SWR alert didn't come on, right? And if my SWR really was up at like 3.5, that seems to suggest that I should get the SWR alert light to turn on. So any advice would be great. I can't tell if the system's, you know, all ready to go, or if it is the SWR meter's bad. It certainly could be. I mean, I don't have any evidence that the SWR meter is working. It's, you know, brand new, but anyway, as I said, thanks for any advice. I really appreciate it.